Hey everybody, it's Denise, and I'm super excited to take the opportunity to have a little bit more time on the machine and show you some of my favorite features and some of the different things that you haven't seen yet. So I kind of want to get into a little bit more of the detailed stuff that I think is really pretty awesome. Obviously, you've already seen this massive hoop that's going to come with the machine, 12-inch embroidery area or quilting area, depending on how you see that. So I'm going to set that aside for now because I want to show you some other really cool things. You've seen how awesome the lighting is. You've seen how big the space is. You've seen how massive the screen is and clear and accurate and very intuitive as far as I'm concerned. So what I've done is I've already scanned in some stuff on my hoop. You don't need to sit here and watch me do that. So I don't have a lot of time in here. That's why I want to kind of skip to the good stuff. So I've already scanned in some stuff, but what I really want to do is show you how precisely we can position our embroidery and kind of customize our embroidery. So on the screen here, you see this viewing area. That's my hoop. I'm going to close this little window so we can see a little bit more, and I can zoom in. I can zoom in as far as I want to go. So this is really great. I can pan too just by dragging. So your design kind of library is over here to the right. We have obviously tons of folders of built-in designs. What I want to go to is my fonts. I think this is really cool. I'll just pick a font and QWERTY keyboard. Some of you have become familiar with, so I think that's really great. It goes to the lowercase automatically for me. I have enter key, so some of you have seen that a little bit. It's so like obvious that it should have that, and finally we have that. We have it on the 790 Pro that some of you may have seen also. We have this little justification action here, so if I want it centered, it centers both of the things and it centers them in the hoop as well. Up across the top, maybe I'm not a fan of now that I see the stitching or the font. Maybe I can kind of audition another one. I don't like how that zero looks there. Children's slab, but a weird name for a font, in my opinion. But hey, this is when you get to hear my perspective. Okay, so here it is on my screen. The box around it is active, so I can drag right on the screen to make my design bigger or smaller. I mean, it's so easy to view that inside there. I can move it just by dragging my finger. You've got the little rotation handle there, so you can do that. These things are all pretty intuitive as far as I'm concerned. If you really want to fine tune that more, you can come and zoom in more on the whole thing. How awesome is that to see? All of your editing options are now inside that little pencil. And we have so many different things that we can edit. If you want to see what's below, you can kind of like minimize a little toolbar. So if you're trying to see some more things, I already moved, I already rotated, and I already resized, but maybe I want to fine tune that movement a little bit. It's awesome to drag to get to, where you want to go quickly, but these dials help you kind of fine tune. I don't like the rotation that I'm on, so instead of trying to use the handle to rotate back to where I was, I'll just go into my rotation and I can do one of two things. I can touch right on there and it resets it back to 0, or if you want to rotate more or less, if you want to go 45 degrees, etc. It's so easy. Anytime you see that yellow action there, you can just tap on it to reset it back to 0. That's something that we've had on the Berninas for a long time, but it's just exciting. If you wanted it to be 180 degrees, or if you wanted a certain size, you can click and hold and it brings up a little keypad, and so you can type in your number, and that applies pretty much everywhere on the machine. Whenever you see that like number, you can press and hold. There's also it's almost like a right click. So you've seen you can use the mouse now. Press and hold is like a right click. So you can press on here and a little like options window pops up. So you can lock that design so that you can't, accidentally adjust it later when you don't mean to, and some other basic delete, etc. So that's really kind of fun there. So that's fonts. If I wanted to change the color so I could see it a little bit better, I could change the color of my thread to do that. So that's fonts. All the other designs work the same way as far as all that editing and all that stuff. You can transform, so you can arc the lettering if you wanted to see maybe I can't do it with multiple lines. I probably can't do it with multiple lines. Another thing I want to show you that's really cool that I don't know if you've seen yet. Let's go to maybe a different little box, or I could probably even just turn off my scanned image and just show you kind of a blank area. It's really a cool thing, and it's kind of more in with the quilting stuff. The first thing that I'll do is delete my, just delete that design there, and then I'm going to add in a quilting design. So in our embroidery designs, I'll go, let's see if what I want is in here. Okay, so I'm going to use this design. It's a BQM design, so what that means is, yes, if you have a long arm, you can also use these same designs on there. But more importantly, it behaves like a quilting design instead of an embroidery design. So embroidery designs are usually a little bit denser. This is going to be a single line design. I can have it pull the bobbin thread and do those reinforcing stitches, things like that. So a quilting design and an embroidery design kind of have different characteristics. What I want to do with this is add a little something to it. How about this one? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize. Let's make this 50% just so we can get there quickly. Oh, I should have locked that. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to undo that resize. That's pretty great. So they're locked. My two proportions are locked. That means I can do 50% on that, and it automatically just pops down to 50%. I'm going to do the same with this guy. Go down to 50% on that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that up and move this down. But really what I want to do is have the two be one. I want to turn that into one design. So there's some more editing features in here. I'm going to show my start and stop points on this one. So on this design, if you can see, the start point is here, it's green, and then the end point is up there, it's red. So what I really want to do, if I can, is make the start point of this one lock together with the end point of that one. So I'm going to see if I can. It's really a pretty cool feature. Sorry, I'm trying to pan a little bit. Maybe I can do this too. No. I want to show the start and stop of this design. Can't see it. Sorry, guys. This is like kind of my second time. So okay, start and stop are both up at the top. I'm going to flip that. Just kidding. I'm going to pick a different design because it's not working great with this one. I also love the undo button. I'm going to pick a different design. Let's see. I should have practiced this better. Let's use, I promise once I do it, it's going to be really cool. Let's see, that one should work. Okay, we're going to make that one smaller. I'm going to make that baby 50%. And yep, this one's going to work. Okay, so the end point is here, start point is there. I'm going to go back and I'm going to flip the start and stop. And then I'm going to make those connect once I find it. So what I've done is I've grouped both of the things together, and then I'm going to match that start and stop point. Boom, it took out a start and an end. It made that one design, and obviously I could have resized those a little bit more before I started, but I just turned that into one quilting motif. So I feel like that should really kind of be exciting for you guys that are quilting on the machine, because you can really kind of customize your designs more, build them larger. Obviously, you have way more workspace. So when I saw that feature, I thought it was pretty great. Another one that I'm not going to demonstrate right now, but I can, and maybe if you want me to do another video where I demonstrate this, I'd have a little bit of a different setup. We have the pinpoint placement, and basically if you have a square or a rectangle or a triangle, you can literally tell the machine exactly where the corners are that you're trying to match up, and it'll make your design perfectly fit in that area. That works on the quilting designs. It's something we've been able to do on the long arms for a while, so it's really cool that they're integrating the two things together. There's so much more. There's so much more, but I'm kind of running out of time. So I just wanted to highlight a couple of my faves. I need you guys to tell me what your favorite feature is. Obviously, I don't think you get to use the large hoop because that one's already taken. So maybe tell me another one of your favorite features, and let me know what else you need to see. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited for you guys to get your hands on this machine. Have a good day.